Okay, we're good to go. All right, folks, let's get started with today's meeting. Welcome, everyone. Avi, you have a question? Please go ahead. Let's get started. We're starting about a half hour early today.
Yeah, namaste. I'm doing the Sri Ganesh today. Okay. So, Rajiv ji, I have a question around this B2 and back to H1B, right? So, if
Yeah.
B2 is pending and I receive an offer, there are two paths. I can either do COS, change of status, or consular processing. If I do consular processing, I need to step out of the country and return back. I'm all good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I do COS, change of status, I think a lot of people are confused, right? If I do change of status, I'm not in
Let
any
me let,
status. How can I
let me
change?
make it easy to understand. Okay.
Mhm.
So the phrase change of status itself answers your questions. When you have a status pending, you don't have status.
Right.
You are pending. So if the B2 is still pending, when your H1B is adjudicated, you are in between statuses, right?
Right.
So therefore, they cannot approve your H1B change of status because there is no status to change.
So there's one thing I wanted to ask. Online, I'm reading this that if I do a premium H1 transfer,
Wait. That's the old thing. If you just Google or Bing or whatever you want to use,
Mhm.
if you just Google H1B laid off
Mhm.
and uscis.gov, just type this, you'll come to a page which says this page is archived.
Mhm.
So the Trump administration has jinxed that policies, nixed that policy. They will no longer give us the premium processing of the B2 if we request premium processing of the H1.
Okay, so if I do premium H1 transfer, I've heard first they'll approve B2 and then
No,
they'll approve
that has been archived. They're not doing that
H1.
anymore, at least not in my experience.
Okay. And then if I do change of status and do premium H1, as soon as I receive a receipt of the H1 premium transfer, can I then withdraw my B2 change of status?
I think you can. That's kind of the way I would do it.
That's a little gray area that I was confused about,
No,
right?
no, I think that's fine. But the problem is, if you are filing your H1B transfer after
Mhm.
60 days grace period, things become a lot more complicated.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. After grace
Yeah.
period, I'm on B2 pending.
Okay, then I would not want to withdraw your B2 until my H1B is approved.
Okay. I hope they don't send RFE just because like
No,
there's no
no.
status and
See, RFEs are nothing to be scared of. RFEs are a way of life.
okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. RFE, people think that RFE is a big deal. No, we deal with it carefully, but it doesn't mean that we are scared of it.
वो एनटीए की टेंशन रहती है like if they say that you're not in
See,
status.
see, again, the NTAs were a big deal in the beginning,
Right.
but actually, let me post this for you. I'll just post this in the chat. Give me 1 second. In the chat, I'm going to give you a few links on all the things that you should know about,
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, because every time
including,
I listen to your recording, a lot of people have the same question. I wanted to clear it once for all.
yeah, let's see. Okay, I have given you an abbreviated version of certain links that you should read.
Awesome. Thank you.
So just take a look at these links, and you should kind of get a clearer sense. I have a comment on the Economic Times on this issue, and that link is also there. It tells you how the transfer to H1B from H1 B2 to H1B works. Okay,
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
all the best, G.
Uh,
Sridge 4568. Go ahead,
Yeah.
please.
Hi, Rajiv ji. I have applied for the H1B extension on September 30th, and yesterday I got the approval. So I got till like February 2029. And since my previous visa stamp, I do have till January 2026. And I am planning to go India. in the month of November. So since I was going, I'm thinking to attend for the interview as well with my extended petition. So if I go for for stamping, since it's a renewal, will it be fine, or do I incur any 100K rule
No,
effect?
no. Because your H1B was approved or even in process before September 21st, 2025, there is no question of you having to pay the 100,000 or your employer having to pay 100,000.
But this extension got approved after September 21st rule. Like
Yeah, but it was pending before September 21st.
And no. Like the new H1 extension itself, I applied on September
No,
30th.
but hold on. Original H1B is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. I understood.
Because if you look at the frequently asked questions or the clarification from the USCIS, extensions are specifically mentioned as excluded. With experience, we are finding out extensions are excluded, amendments are excluded, transfers are excluded. So all of those operations on H1B that were already approved are excluded.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Is
right.
it good to go for stamping at this point of time?
Oh, you have an old stamp which is still valid, right?
Yeah. If I was thinking about that, if something goes wrong, I can enter before
You
Jan.
can. I have posted on my LinkedIn stream a bunch of cases from community people like you who went for the H1B visa stamping and wrote back saying, oh, no problem. It was all good.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very
All right.
much.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Shivamji, go ahead.
Namaste, Rajiv ji. Thank you so much for this time. So some facts. My H1B just started, and I'm currently in US with a change of status from F1, and I'm going to India in the next 2 weeks for my visa appointment. Another fact: my employer is a startup, and for them, it's I'm the first H1B case. So, what do you advise? Like, what additional precautions I should take? What additional documentation I should prepare apart from the standard in this climate?
So your question is, if I go for H1B visa stamping, what precautions I should take, right?
Yes, both for the stamping as well as re-entry.
So stamping and re-entry kind of run together. So for me, I think it'll be important to carry proof of your status, which in this case would be that you've been paid and you've been working. So a letter from the employer that confirms your employment this far, W-2s and periods that are not covered by W-2s, copies of your pay stubs. The letter from the employer should confirm two things: that you have been working with them from XYZ date, and that when you re-enter the United States, you'll be joining the same job. Okay.
Got it. One more related question. So, for example, my intended stay is I'm thinking for 30 to 40 days, and during that time, I'm thinking of blending paid leaves with work from home for say 10 days. Am I allowed to do that?
Well, if you go to my blog, if you go to our website, immigration.com, on the very, very top ribbon, there is a link to my blog. It says Rajiv's blog. If you go in there, about fourth or fifth entry is dealing with this issue when you are gone from USA for a long time.
Okay. And even if I'm going for short time, should I document that somewhere in form of leave approval and work from home period, mentioning
No.
that?
No, you
Okay.
don't need to. But do talk with your lawyers. It's not a bad idea to at least discuss it with them before you leave. Okay?
Got it. And I'll let you know how it goes. Thank you so much.
All the best. Thank you. Yeah. SJ, go ahead. SJ.
Hi, sir. I have two quick
Oh,
questions.
wait. Hold on. SJ, 1 second.
Yeah.
A as an apple. I think he's first or she's first.
No, I can go next.
No, you were
Rajiv.
first. I just didn't notice you. Go ahead.
Sorry. Um, sorry. This is Amir. Sorry, I was not able to edit my Zoom name. Apologies for that, Rajiv ji. I
A
just
for
have a
apple is good enough.
question. Yeah, I was applying for EB1C category. I came to US last year,
Mhm.
2024 with H1B, and my company, I worked there for 6 years already, 7 years prior to coming to US. I joined the company here. It's been 1.5 years, and my attorney has applied for EB1C category, and we got an RFE, and the attorney said like the RFEs are common It's like we just need to give very evidences, like I have been performing a managerial duty, which I was previously in abroad, I mean in India, and here as well. So we are preparing for all the evidences and everything. I just wanted to understand what are the key elements, like we need to provide just salary slips and reporting, evaluation, management evaluation
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
report is.
Typically,
Mhm.
email, memos, contracts that you've signed, if
Yeah.
you were managing people, evaluations that you have done, things like that.
Performance evaluation. And also there has been vendors who was reporting to me from Spain when I was in India, and I was giving them contractual approvals, like the
Yeah.
renewal of contracts, all
Yeah,
those would be.
exactly. Exactly. So
Mhm.
anything that shows the amount of discretion and authority
Yes.
you have,
Mhm,
that
mhm.
that would help you.
So, okay, perfect. Thank you, Rajivji. I hope this
Welcome.
this is a common RFE. I'm not sure
Oh, yeah,
how
yeah.
much time.
Absolutely. I probably deal with them, 10 of these a week.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's almost like a choreography. It's a dance.
choreography.
We
Yeah,
know
yeah.
they're going to do this, and we know we're going to do this in return. So
Oh, perfect. Okay, Rajivji, thank you so much. Appreciate your time, sir.
you're welcome. Best of luck, Amirji.
Thank you, sir.
SJ, sorry I interrupted you. SJ, go ahead.
No problem, sir. So two questions. It's regarding a friend. So my friend put in his context. He just moved to the H1B from an F1 and he resigned his current job. The employer in his handbook has a statement saying if you resign after an immigration benefit within 12 months, you're liable to pay whatever charges was incurred for the immigration benefit in this case, the H1B.
That's pretty illegal.
That's illegal, right? So they can't even charge him for the premium processing fees.
No.
So the other threat that the company gave this person is when you apply for your green card, when they reach out to former employers, we'll refuse to give them any information. Is
They
that
don't reach
something they?
out. They don't reach out to any previous employers. They just want confirmation of employment. If you have experience letters, that's all they want. They're not going to call anybody.
So if an experience letter doesn't exist, does pay stubs, job promotions, and all of that make sense?
That's a
Performance review.
lot more complicated. When I have a situation like this, first thing I do is I document. Why can I not get an experience letter? Okay.
Okay.
For example, I've called them 7 times. I've emailed them 3 times, no response. And then I can get an affidavit from a coworker or a supervisor.
Got it. So an affidavit from a coworker who doesn't work there anymore also works.
Yeah, sure. As long as they knew what you did. If we are sitting right next to each other in our own cubicles and I know exactly what you do, why can't
Okay.
I testify? I can.
Perfect.
All
And
right.
if the company goes down as well, like the company doesn't exist when I'm applying for a green card, the
Even that's,
affidavit from a former employee also works.
yep, that's okay.
All right. Yeah, those were the two questions I had. Thank you so much.
All the best, Ji. Aparna Ji, go ahead. Aparna
Hi,
Raman.
Rajiv ji.
Hello.
Hi. So I have a question regarding my fiance's status. So he's currently on day one CPT and got approved for his H1B. And we're going to India in November and have his visa interview. So with the current situation and everything, is there any extra precaution someone needs to take who's on day one CPT?
No, not really. The question can be asked about the day one CPT. So remember, if any one of you has ever attended any of our community conference calls, whenever I talk about CPT, I say a couple of things. One, it's perfectly legal.
Mm-hmm.
Two, but it should always be at least partly for your career advancement.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asks you, why did you get CPT? Well, I wanted work authorization. And two, it helps my career to get this degree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the question of, like, for example, if someone asks him, why did you go for a day one CPT right when your OPT was expiring? Like, for that, can you just be honest that, I was looking for
Absolutely.
career progression, but I also needed work authorization.
Absolutely. That
Okay.
is how you should always do it. In any government interaction,
Mm-hmm.
there are 3 things to remember. I've said
Mm-hmm.
this probably every call, but I don't think I can say it enough.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, always be truthful.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, never answer a question or sign a document you don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, always be fearless in saying, I don't know or I don't remember, because you don't have, this is not a school examination.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
If you forget everything else, forget the first, always remember the first rule. Always tell the truth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, have you had any experience of anyone coming back recently with a day one CPT and
No.
getting? Okay.
No, but
Okay.
we have plenty of clients who are in that situation. We
Mhm.
got an RFE, and those RFEs are usually just asking for maintenance of status. Have you been going to school, etc., etc. And
Mhm.
none of them has ever called me back and said we had trouble with our visa stamping.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Roshni's iPad, go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I spoke to you 2 weeks earlier in
ये आपने
regard.
झगड़ा करने के लिए कॉल किया है कि
No. I would never do that, sir. Sir, actually, I'm in a complicated situation. So just to remind you my story. So I have 4 years of H1B left, and I would like to recapture it. And I'm outside of United States. And with my previous employer who filed my H1B, and I worked for them for 1 year, I would like to join them back, and they would like to rehire me back as well. So now the situation is they reached out to their own attorney who filed my H1B before, and they said that Roshni will be her petition will be subject to 100,000 because she is outside of the state, and she's reseeking the entry, and that's what proclamation is saying, and that's why my employer is not going forward, sir.
I
So
disagree. Well, the thing is, nobody really knows the exact answer because we're all guessing. It's a
yeah.
strange time to be alive and be in immigration law, encounter immigration law, because we don't even know the basic things. But a couple of things I think are quite clear. You already had an H1B, you're not getting a new H1B. And if you apply for an H1B visa, they should not subject you to 100,000. That would be my guess. But it is definitely just a guess, an educated guess. I disagree with them. It's not so straightforward. But
Yeah.
I can't really comment. And if you have a more malleable employer who's willing to give it a shot, you can certainly try with another employer. It doesn't have to be the same employer.
Okay, because they are saying because I'm reseeking the entry
No,
and the
I disagree.
proclamation.
I
I
disagree.
never had H1B stamp before, just to let you know.
But you got a change
Uh,
of status, right? You were in the US, you worked, you got a change of
yeah,
status.
I was in the US. I was on F1, then OPT stamp. Then while I was on my H1B, when the second lottery round became introduced, that year I
Okay,
got
ma'am,
selected.
let me interrupt you. My question was very simple, yes or no. Have you worked in the United States on H1B? Yes or
Yes,
no?
I have.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the story. Why do you need
Okay.
a visa stamp? You don't.
Okay. Fine,
All the
sir.
best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Meherji, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I've noticed something that you really like black color. You're always wearing a black t-shirt.
So one of my very dear friends said, Rajiv, why are you always in the role of a vidwa? You
Yeah.
either wear black or white. I said, because I have 30 of each shirts. That's makes life a lot
Easy
easier.
life for you. Easy life for you.
Yeah.
So I had a question. I'm on H1B and I got my H1B approved last year. I went and got it stamped December 2024. I was on day one CPD before that, from 23 to 25.
Okay, let
One
me stop
question.
you, Meherji,
Yeah.
1 second.
Yes, sir.
So when you went from CPT to H1B visa stamping, did you have any trouble?
No, I had a Dropbox.
Okay.
So it was done
So,
pretty fine.
okay. All right. Just kind of, I just
Yeah,
want to
sure. Yes,
establish
sir.
a
No,
context.
I just dropped it and then got returned in like 2 weeks or something.
Okay.
My question
All right.
was, do you think I can travel to India for like 6 weeks, or should I reconsider? Just like there's no reason for travel?
Well, traveling is not an issue.
Okay.
There were reports about CBP officer creating a problem because somebody was gone for 60 days or 35 or 40 days. And so I wrote an article on that on my blog. You can
Yeah.
go to immigration.com and you can read it.
Yeah.
My answer was that is absolute nonsense.
Right.
Because there's nothing in law that stops me from working all the time from my home country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, in the regulations, there is contemplated something called intermittent H1B visa,
Okay.
which means I come for 10 days, then I'm gone for 6 months. Then I come for 6 months, I'm gone for
Oh,
a year.
wow.
That is completely allowed.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
and on that point, I just give this information if it would be helpful for anyone hearing that. When I went last year for my stamping, I came back after 3 months.
Mhm.
And I had no issue at the CBP. And I was working. Mind you, I was working there. I just had 10 days of PTO. I was working. My employer is okay with that, and I had no issues. But this time around, because things are changing, this was like back, well, I'm saying back, but it was like early this year, February 2025 is when I returned after like 3 months. So when I asked you that question on LinkedIn, you said reconsider, especially if you have been here
Yeah.
long. So
Yeah.
what do you think? What do you mean by being here long?
My problem is because the person at the border,
Yeah.
the Customs and Border Protection Officer, has a lot of power. Okay.
Okay.
This happened. That's why I wrote that long article
Right.
that this is whatever they are doing, that's illegal. They should not question people. And they have no right to say, well, you can't be gone for 30 days or 40 days or 60 days. That's up to you and your employer.
Right.
So the reason I said reconsider was because those were the days when there was an article in Indian Times of India
Okay.
that they were denying people entry. But ever since then, that issue seems to have settled down.
So you think it's fine if I'm leaving 31st
I
October? As much as you can say. I know you're not, yeah, I'm not
may
asking for the stamp
reconsider that.
paper.
My advice is reconsider.
Okay. And
No,
also while
no,
on
but
this,
wait. If
yeah.
you're gone for 2-3 weeks, I think that should be okay.
Okay, but not 6 weeks.
I'm just a little uncomfortable with that.
Okay. And what do you think about working from home from there?
Same problem. Because you are gone that long, they could say, oh, we don't know if this is real, this is not real. So
Even though there is no rule that says anything. This
even
is
though
just
it's
them
absolutely
making
legal.
their, yeah,
Yes.
making their brain. Okay, so this is like luck anyway at the end.
I think you'll be okay, but that I think is just not good enough in most cases.
Well, I'll say Rajiv sir said it's okay, so here I am. You better approve it.
That's right. And they'll say, like,
No,
who?
but no, that's fair. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your
Welcome.
time today.
Have a good trip, Meherji.
You too. Thanks.
Omika ji, go ahead. Omika Bajaj.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you for taking the time to answer our questions.
Sure.
My question is, I'm currently on day one CPT and I need to travel back home. Just want to check if it's okay because the visa that's on my passport is from my previous university and my
That
I
doesn't matter.
it doesn't
That
matter.
doesn't matter. The
I-
rule is the
Mhm.
first time you enter the US,
Mhm.
the visa stamp on your passport and your I-20 should be for the same university.
Okay.
Subsequent entries, they don't have to match.
Okay. And will they question me while entering back?
That I can't predict. If I were to make a guess, the same advice that I gave, always tell the truth,
Okay.
whatever the truth is. I
Okay.
have had a lot of people go on CPT and come back. As long as they had the visa, they were not really bothered that much.
Yeah, I have my visa till 27.
Yeah,
So I
people
should
who
be fine.
went for visa stamping had a really difficult time.
Okay, in what sense does that, what do you mean
Because
by
all kinds of questions. Why did you join CPT? You've done 2 master's degrees. Why are you doing a PhD now? Da, da, da. So they had all these questions about, because see, once you go for visa stamping, the visa officer is well within his or her right to question your intention.
Okay. This is for stamping for H1B?
No, CPT. They
Okay.
actually, what they did was their F1 was expiring.
Mhm.
I recommended, please don't go. You'll have a tough time. They wanted to take a chance anyway, and they were denied the visa.
Okay. I have my visa, so you don't recommend
That's why I
getting
said,
it?
no. That's why I
Okay.
said, people in your situation, I have not heard any problems with the CBP so far.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And a second question is, what if I travel back to India and I take a gap semester and then I come back on day one CPT. Do you think that's recommended, or do you recommend?
No, I would avoid that situation.
Okay, perfect. Okay, those were my two questions.
All the best, G.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. NM as in New Mexico, go ahead, please. NM, do you know?
Hi, Rajuji. Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much, Rajuji, for conducting this session.
Cool.
Rajuji, my situation is like unique. I'm in unique situation. Exactly, get active. I get approved for H1B. A week before, I got laid off, and my situation is I want to save my H1B legally in future transfers. So I would like to know what are my options. I'm eligible for the grace period to move to B2.
Okay, hold on. Let's back this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you get laid off after October 1st or before October 1st?
Before October 1st, Rajuji. A week before.
Did the employer revoke your H1B before October 1st?
No, it gets approved now.
They did not revoke it, for sure.
They did not revoke.
Okay. So I read the regulations very carefully for this issue. And my conclusion was, even if you do not join the employer, as long as your H1B is not revoked before October 1st, I believe you get 60 days grace period.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. The only concern is I can calculate my last day of paycheck from 60 days. Like, how do I calculate my 60 days?
Just do it, because Trump administration has archived that page which allowed you that kind of a leeway. I would just say be very conservative. Think of your last working day if it was after October 1st. In your case, it was before October 1st. Just think October 1st as day one of the 60 days.
Yeah. In case if I move to B2 and while it is in pending, if I got another offer, if I want to move back to H1, does my B2 have to be approved before my H1B gets filed?
Yeah.
Or while pending?
This call is automatically being uploaded to our YouTube channel. Just listen to the first 5 minutes of this conversation. I covered this topic completely.
Sure, Rajuji. Sure. Thanks a lot.
Best.
Thank you. And I will reach out to you, Rajuji, okay, for the consultation. Thank you.
Sure. Absolutely. All the best.
Thank you.
Shree's iPhone.
Hello.
Yes, Shree.
Yeah. Hi, Rajiv, sir.
Okay, clarify this for me. Is Shree a male name or a female name?
A male's name.
Really? Because I have Shree who was also female. Very confusing.
It's a unisex name, I guess.
Tell me, how can I help you?
So if I'm currently on STEM OPT, if I'm transitioning to STEM OPT and I missed my first H1B, and if I'm still on track for the second one, and my employer is like getting ready to file for NIW and PERM together as soon as possible, the expected filing is in January. Is it safe to assume that by the time I finish my STEM OPT, I'll have my I-140 approved?
That's so difficult to say, because there are so many moving parts here. First of all, is the Department of Labor ever going to open? That's the first question. And second question is, well, NIWs are always uncertain. You can't predict whether you're going to win or not. So I can't answer that question. Sorry.
Well, the PERM is also being filed simultaneously. So
yeah, but PERM cannot be filed until the Department of Labor opens, right?
Right. So would it be like safe to assume like 5 years? Or...
I don't know the answer. you want me to give you a number? I don't have a number.
Okay, so when would it be like, say, a safe time or a reliable time to like consider marriage as like to a person who's going to be a dependent in the situation?
So let me try to understand this. You are worried about your girlfriend, fiance not being able to hop onto the same green card boat as you are on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the law simply says this. If you are married before your 485 is approved, she's on the same boat.
Okay.
Okay. So you have plenty of time.
Okay. Sounds good. So the exact concern was, is it safe to avoid it before my STEM OPT ends, or wait until my H1B is
Are you asking for marriage advice or legal advice? So I really don't know what you're asking, Sri. Look, as long as you get married before your 485 is approved, she's on the same boat as you, whether she's inside the US or outside the US. Okay.
Okay.
If she's outside the US, it's called following to join. All right.
Okay.
So that part is safe. Now, what was your question? Sorry. Go ahead.
That's all. That was the only question I had.
I
Well,
hope I'm
that's
not
all.
stepping outside my expertise. I have no expertise in that. Good luck to you, Sri.
Well, that's everything. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Jay Modi, go ahead. Jay Sab.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Thank you for this call. I have reached out to your firm for H1 to B2 change of status. I am currently in H1B grace period, and I have received the form which I have to fill. I'm just preparing the statement of why I want to change, and I will be sending it to Rajat like soon in a few less than an hour. But the thing is, yesterday I realized I noticed somewhere that the, the how the H1B grace period is calculated is different than what I thought it would be. My last working day at my previous company was August 21st, but I was paid until September 2nd. So my termination date was September 2nd. So I was backtracking based on September 2nd. Should I count 60 days based on August 21st?
Yeah, I think that is the conservative and the smart thing to do, because we don't know what the government's current interpretation is.
Okay.
So I always want to do the most conservative thing possible. In this case, that would be to assume that your last working day is the day following your last working day is when you count as day one of your 60 days.
Okay. So in that case, October 19 is when my 60-day ends.
That's, and do the math. And if it ends up being I'm trying to remember, are they going to, yeah, I think they're going to consider that to be, give me 1 second. Folks, I just want people who are listening to our stream, I'll be closing the community conference in about 1 minute, because we have enough people already. We have about 30 people with their hands raised. So I won't be able to do any more than that. Okay, so I think that is a good way to calculate it. But is government going to make an issue of it? I have not seen them make an issue of it. We have used B2's filings when we could cover. So let me rephrase that. I got lost in that sentence. So you could count, at least under Biden administration, you could count, okay, folks, this was the last person I admit, okay, one more person. And then I can't admit any more people. Okay. Under Biden administration, whatever pay period you were paid fully for. So let's say that you were paid all the way till October, your full salary, then we would start counting your 60 days from November.
Okay.
Because we no longer know, oh man, I'll have to admit one more person. That's it. Okay. Because now we no longer know what the law is and what the policy is, we are just erring on the side of caution.
Okay.
Would I be extremely worried about your case? I would just say do this. Just start counting 180 days from the date you got laid off. And if your B2 is not resolved by then, contact me at least 40, 50 days ahead of time, so we can decide what to do next with you.
But for the change of status filing, do I still need to file before October 19?
Well, I'm assuming that we'll not be able to make it, because it's going to take us time, 4, 5, 6 days to prepare the paperwork.
Okay.
Assuming that, what I'm saying is, because, sorry guys, I can't let any more people in. I'm very, very sorry. Okay, so I'm assuming the worst case scenario. And that's why I said count 180 days from the day you stopped working.
Okay.
About 40 or 50 days ahead of that, if the B2 is not resolved, let's talk and make sure you don't get hurt.
Okay. And what are the implications if they deny the B2 soon enough, based on the fact that they say that I did not file it timely? Also, the
Hold on,
reason.
hold on. Let's take it one thing at a time. So the
Mhm.
answer is, when that happens, and if that happens, you'll have to go outside USA and come back with a visa,
Okay.
assuming that will be a new H1B visa.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you overstayed should not be a problem for the grant of the H1B, as long as the overstay was not more than 180 days.
Okay, got it. And the reason I have to do this B2 is because I already have a job since last 10 or 15 days, but they are not able to do LCA, as you know.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I have to do this. So should I include that in my statement of reason why I want to do B2? I'm not searching for a new job.
I think it's a damn good idea.
Okay.
And not only that, you should tell Rajat that in case I'm thinking they're already covering it, tell Rajat and copy Anna on it, ANNA at immigration.com. Copy Anna on it and just say that Rajiv said that we should include the leniency, which has been announced as a policy by the government because of the Department of Labor being closed. So we can argue that as a part of our B2. Even though it's not directly related, it is definitely tangentially related.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I'll send all, I'll draft my statement, and hopefully they will able to understand everything, and if they
And
need
you can
anything.
CC me on it, help@immigration.com.
Okay,
My
sounds good.
name
Yeah.
is easy to remember.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
Welcome. All the best.
Yeah.
Vignesh ji. Vignesh, go ahead, please.
Hi, Rajiv ji. So this is regarding my spouse status situation. So there are multiple dates. So my spouse lost her job on May 23rd, and before losing her job, we have applied for change of status on May 16th to B2. So and on May 22nd, we filed for a I-129 petition for the new H1B we got this year on May 22nd.
I'm not going to remember all these dates. Just tell me what should I focus on? What is the question?
Okay. Yeah. So we applied for a B2 change of status, and it was denied, stating that you are in H1B status, so we will not be able to grant you a L1B to B2 status at the time of the decision. But the H1B is a new H1B which is getting activated on October 1st only.
Okay, I'm completely lost. I have no idea what we are talking about.
Okay,
Vignesh,
so,
can I ask you a few questions because I have no idea what you're telling me. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your wife currently have an H1B approved or pending?
Yeah, the H1B is approved.
H1B is approved. Did it come with an I-94?
Yeah, it came with an I-94.
So that means she's in status. What is the question?
So we applied for B2 for the period of unemployed time between May 22nd to September 30th.
The fact that they have given you an H1B with an I-94 means they don't care about the gap. If there was a problem with the H1B status, they would not have given you an I-94.
But while filing the H1B application, we filed it as L1B status, as we were on the job when we applied it. But when the application reached the USCIS, we were not on the job. That is June 16th, we were not on the job.
Would you like them to revoke your H1B? Is that what you would like?
No, like, no, not revoke. So my issue was like, before we were on H1B, on August 25th, we received the decision that your B2 is denied. So from August 25th to September 30th, we were out of status. So from October 1st, we are on H1B. So do we need to go for stamping or waiting?
Let me ask you one question. When was the L1 expiring?
So L1 is expiring on 2026 May.
2026 May. Okay. That means you have a 60-day grace period. You know that
yeah.
or you don't?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you file the H1B within the 60-day grace period?
We filed the H1B.
Hold on.
Yeah, it was
Let me do the calculation for you. When did she quit working?
May 23rd.
May 23rd.
Yeah.
So that means her first day of 60 days was May 24th.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So May to June, June to July. Did you get your H1B filed within July?
Yeah, it was filed and approved within July.
So what would you like me to tell you? You're perfectly fine. If you want to create a problem, you can, but you have no problem.
But our period between May 23rd and September 30th, we were on B2, which was denied.
Sir, it doesn't matter because you have an L1 pending during that time. And that L1 was filed timely because it was filed within 60 days. Okay, Vignesh.
So
this
H1.
I can't see a problem. You want to create one, by all means do so. I can't see a problem. Fact, you have a 60-day grace period. Fact, it ends in July. Fact, you applied for L1. I don't care what happens in the meantime.
So H1.
Sorry?
So we were on L1 before. We lost the job on L1.
So, you lost the job. You have 60-day grace period. You applied for H1B within the 60-day grace period. Right?
Yeah.
And in the meantime, B2 got denied. What do I care? Because your L1 was pending. Sir, I'm going to go on, okay? This is done.
So even so last question, even if the H1B is getting activated on October 1st, which is a new H1B this year, still we are not required to go for stamping.
Nobody knows the answer to that question. If they have given you an I-94, you are fine. Okay.
I-94 is from October 1st only. October 1st.
I still don't care. If they gave you an I-94, you should be fine. But talk to your lawyers if they feel that you have to go get visa stamping, go ahead and do it. I don't think there's any need. All right?
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
All the best. Yeah, I know sometimes things are hard to explain. Suryaji, go ahead, please.
Hi, Rajivji.
Yes,
yeah. So my thing is currently I'm on H4 visa, sir, and I wanted to change to F1 visa within US through premium processing. But the thing is I have an expunged case of trespassing. And do you think it will make me ineligible for approval in the current situations? And what is your advice?
What you need to do is contact a lawyer in the state in which the crime occurred. Contact a lawyer in the state in which the crime occurred. And the lawyer should be somebody who does deportations. At least 10 years of experience with deportations. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're deportable, but what happens is because they are practicing in the state in which the crime occurred, they can tell you very quickly what the consequences are. Expungement has no meaning for immigration.
Yes.
Okay. So if I were to guess, it doesn't look like a big deal, but should you ever ignore it? No. You should talk to a lawyer who does deportations in the state in which the crime occurred. All right?
Okay. And if it is that case, so my other question is, will the lockdown affect the timeline for approval to F1 visa?
No.
Okay.
It won't. All right?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All the best. And once again, my apologies, 6-7 people waiting in the waiting room. Sorry, guys. Manjuji, go ahead.
Thank you for the amazing forum, sir, firstly.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a couple of questions. The first one is, if I-140 is denied and an appeal is filed via email to a senior USCIS officer, and the case is transferred, but there is no update of case being reopened, does it mean the case is reopened or not?
There's a lot of suspense in what you just said. First of all, we don't file appeal by email. Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not sure exactly what that means. But let's assume that the appeal was, yeah, go ahead.
I sent an email stating the reasons behind whatever the facts of the case that
No,
the
you have to
denial is.
file. You have to file the form I-290B. Did you file that?
No, sir, I didn't file.
That's not an appeal.
But the case was transferred. Still, it holds a status of a
That
new
makes no
office has jurisdiction.
No, because you must have filed 290B with the fees of $600-700. Otherwise, why would they transfer the case to Administrative Appeals Office, right? So something is wonky in this scenario. That's not how appeal works. You don't send an email and the appeal gets started. You have to file a form, pay the proper fees, and then the case gets transferred.
I completely agree, sir. Earlier, the status was denied. Now it says transfer to another jurisdiction, new office. And based on this, my 485 got denied. So where do I stand? Does it really mean the case was reopened? Without reopening, how was it transferred?
I would be shocked if the case was reopened. Because even for filing a motion to reopen, you need to file a motion and you need to pay the fees. So I don't know how this worked, how sending in. Now, how could this work? The only way this could work is, was your I-140 premium processing?
No, sir, it was normal process.
I don't know, ma'am. I can't tell you. This is completely, I'm completely in the dark. This is a black box to me. I have no idea what happened.
But
That's
the
not how it works.
case status should show the latest status, right? It
Ma'am,
shows transfer to.
I can't comment on something that is a black box, right? The whole point of a black box is you can't see inside. I don't know what. All
Okay,
right.
sir. My second question, it's a very brief one.
Yeah.
What is the best way to get a 22-year-old a visa to US? He is an owner of a software company in India as well as in US. So what are the best options in the current administration, to be specific?
How many employees does he have in India and USA?
He has about 3 employees there and 2 employees in US.
There's a possibility, a slim one, that he might be able to do an L1. So have somebody look at his resume, set up a call, have somebody talk to him. Maybe an L1 is possible. Okay.
Is that requirement revenue? It just had 200,000 or 220,000 revenue?
It's not revenue based. It's transaction based.
Okay.
Is the company transactional? Are they actually doing business? That's what matters.
They have been around 220 is what the revenue last year they made.
I am not prepared to discuss the case in detail. I'm telling you the bottom lines. You asked me a question, do they have to have revenue? No, they have to have transactions.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very welcome. All the best, Ji.
Thank you.
Abhijit, go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good morning. So my question is, my current H1 extension is pending from April, so it's about 190 or 175 days at least.
Okay.
And I just learned that there is a rule saying that if we are staying more than 240 days on that process, we might be out of status. So if it is true, what is the other options that I can try in this scenario?
There's no such rule. But let's get back to, you filed an H1B transfer?
Yeah, I mean, I was in India with the same employer. Before that, I worked for him for about 3 years.
Okay.
And even in India, I was with the same employer payroll.
Okay, hold on. Were you ever in the United States on H1B working for this gentleman?
Yes, I was for about 2 years.
Okay, so you have an H1B extension pending, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
In the US, your H1B was expiring. You wanted more time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you filed an H1B extension.
Yes.
So when you file an H1B extension, the law says if it is an extension, not an amendment, etc., you can continue working for up to 240 days after the H1B expires.
Okay.
So it's a permission to continue working for up to almost 8 months.
Understand.
There's no being out of status. All right. And after that, after 240 days, if the case is still not approved, you can stay in the US, but you cannot work.
Okay.
Okay, now you can also premium the case. Why would you wait so long? Just tell the employer to premium the case.
Understand. Sure thing, sir.
All the best, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Kushagra ji, go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Thank you for your...
Again, same question. Sri and Kushagra. Kushagra, male or female name?
Sir, male, obviously.
Always.
No, sir, I haven't heard Kushagra as a female name.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
No,
That
sir.
gra in the end kind of throws me off. All right. Go ahead, sir. How can I help
Sir,
you?
based on your suggestion before, I filed a complaint on my employer for not paying me for 2.5 months.
The wage and hour division complaint?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, sir, because of the shutdown, like that is getting delayed. So do we have to do anything else or just wait for the department
What is
to...
your current status, Kushagra ji?
I'm on H1B, sir, but with different employer. So I was working with them on a client.
Then there is no problem. You've got your H1B transfer. It is
Yeah.
simply a matter of getting your money out of this guy.
Yeah,
Get
sir.
that money. You'll get that money.
Okay, but so we should just wait for the department to open. Right?
You can't do anything else, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. No worries.
You're welcome. All the best. Don't call me sir. Just call me Rajiv. All the best.
Yeah.
Tanuji, go ahead. Tanuj?
Yes, hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Rajiv, sir. I had a simple question. So my H1B was selected this year, 2025 lottery. It was approved. I don't know I don't remember when it was approved, but it's already active since October 1st, right?
Okay.
And I have the I-94. It's not stamped, obviously. I have the appointment for stamping in December, the first week.
Okay.
And I'm not sure. So I tried to look up also on the forums, FAQ and elsewhere, but I can't find if I should go or not, and if I'll be able to come back. If I do go, like based on your advice, I might go for 3 to 4 weeks. Also depends how long it takes to have the passport back, because it might be during Christmas.
Right. So nobody can predict how anything is going to turn out. You should definitely have a conversation with your lawyers before you make a decision, because they know your case. Generically speaking, I've got about 5 experiences from different people sitting in my LinkedIn inbox, where they said they went and got a visa stamping, H1B visa stamping, Hyderabad, Chennai, this, that, no problem.
Yeah, so that's also what I found out, like online, hearing people like on different forums. So the thing is, I actually asked my lawyer twice. Like I asked them once, and they said that things are not clear, because I think they are not, as you said, right, that no one can answer. So from the government, things
You
are not
don't have
clear.
any 100,000 problem, that we know.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But then should I go and get it stamped so that I have the visa and then I can go in and out freely, or...
Yeah,
because my lawyers didn't...
That's your personal
ahead.
choice. I can't really comment on that. I told you that other people have gotten it, no issues, but that's your call, your lawyer's call. They know your case, I don't.
Understood. And again, I heard someone else ask earlier about going for 6 weeks and stuff. So I might go for like 3 to 4 weeks, usually mostly 4 weeks, and should be okay, right?
You put in my mouth 4 weeks. I said 2 to 3, but you said 3 to 4, and then you said. So I know you are negotiating for me to say 4 weeks. I don't know. I think it's okay for you to go for 6 months. The law will allow you. But would the CBP officer know the law? I don't know the answer to that question. Okay, so the lesser amount, the better, not to get into any trouble with the bureaucrats. All right.
Understood. Thank you. Thanks for doing this.
All
Thank
the
you.
best. All the best. Sakshi ji, go ahead. Sakshi Chogle.
Hi, sir. Hi, Rajiv, sir. So I reached out to you on LinkedIn yesterday about my travel. So I'm planning to travel to India for my wedding. And so I got laid off on like August 22nd, 2025. And I'm on currently like STEM OPT. So I had like 4 months. So I calculated my days, unemployment days, and my December 15th will be like last day. So I want to come back to US, but I would like your advice on like what can I do? Like, would it be safer to switch to H4 dependent visa through my partner, or like pursue like a second master's degree, or apply for B1, B2 visa? Like,
the safest is H4.
But I cannot work here. right?
No.
So, and I have like a family business in India, so can I like still work there and have like an income in India on H4, or like am I not allowed to do that?
I have always been uncomfortable with this. I always tell people, I feel that if you perform any work on the US soil, that could be questionable, but there are no bright line rules on this. So, in my opinion, avoid it.
Okay. And and if I do like second masters, will there be like a problem for like visa, like F1 visa again?
Almost certainly. If you go for a student visa and you are in the middle of your second master, they'll probably refuse you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sagar Rai. Sagar.
Hi, Rajiv ji. I have a question. My I-140 is approved, but employer is not willing to share the approval notice. My assumption is they are worried that I might use PD for another employer, and that's what I'm gonna do for sure as well.
All right,
But
hold
I
on one
have
second. Let me stop right there because I want to make a couple of quick comments. First comment, the priority date is your property whether you have the approval notice or not.
Okay.
The only question is, having the I-140 approval makes the proof of it easier. But the government always has a copy of the I-140. All right. So the most practical suggestion I have for you, don't worry about it. Go ahead and file a Freedom of Information Act request.
Okay.
With the Department of Homeland Security, USCIS. File a Freedom of Information Act request. You often will get a copy of the I-140 approval.
Will that trigger the original employer that I did that thing at the back end?
Nope.
Okay. But my original question was, can the other employee use the screenshot because I have the receipt number and I can see the status?
If you have the receipt number, you'll be fine. I've done that before.
Okay, so I can use the screenshot of that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's the question I had. Thank you so much.
All the best. Salim ji, go ahead. Salim. Salim. Okay. Sandeep. Sandeep ji. Can you guys hear me?
Hey,
Sandeep.
thank you for taking this time. So I have a question. My current H1B stamp got expired in last September, last month itself. But I have approval notice I-797, which is valid till 2027 January. So I'm planning to for a stamping in this I'm looking for a date for this December. So are you seeing any because of these changes? Are you seeing any difficulty? I have to get this done as soon as possible or something like that?
No, I'm not, Sandeep ji, I'm not seeing any difficulty. In fact, to the contrary, I'm getting messages from the community that please share with other people, everything went okay. The only person who told me who had a difficulty was somebody who forgot where he's supposed to work. So they asked him where you are working. And he said, New York. They said, well, wait a minute, your LCA is approved for California. What are you doing in New York? So, I mean, that was the only person who got into 221G. The rest seemed to be doing okay.
Okay, got it. And Rajiv ji, if
I couldn't stop laughing. I said, how can you forget where you work from, man?
I guess he might be nervous because of questions.
That's exactly what he said. He said, I used to be in New York, but I have moved to California. I just didn't remember how to say this properly. I said, oh, God.
I can understand. So,
So
the
just be
other thing.
careful. Make sure you know where you are working. That's pretty much all they've been looking at.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much for that advice. So, if suppose Rajiv, if I'm looking for a new job itself, right? So, is it better to get a stamp first and then go for a change?
No.
Is it nothing like that?
There is no correlation at all.
Okay, because I'm going through some interviews, so I was just wanted to make sure if I'm getting an offer, I can do a change of company employer, right, before getting a stamping itself.
Absolutely, no problem at all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rajiv. That's it.
All the best, Ji. Salim Saab, you're available now?
Rajiv ji, namaskar. Thank you for taking the call.
Ji.
Rajiv ji, a small story. We came to United States in 2015 with my wife, my daughter, and my wife started pursuing. We came on B1, B2, and my wife, she after then realized that she wanted to do the studies here. She did her associate, bachelor's, and she pursuing the master. And our B1, B2 visa, that was for 10 years and it's gone. So I'm still on F1, right?
Am I still on F1? Is that your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your voice was a little difficult to understand, but let me just double check, make sure I got it right. Your wife, you, and children entered on B1, B2.
Yes, sir.
Your wife applied for F1.
Yes, sir.
Did you apply for F2?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So your wife is on F1, you and children are on F2, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now ask me your question. What is your question?
The B1, B2 stamp, what we get for 10 years is expired. So it doesn't matter, right?
No. So what happens is, once you're inside the United States, the only thing that matters is your I-94. It doesn't matter if your visa has expired. So if you have an F2 I-94 that is current, you are fine.
One more question, sir. When I was on F2 and one of my friend, uncle actually, he helped me out to do the form for EB3 and I got approved I-140. Is there anything? It's 2021, November 2021, and the priority date is late, right? Right now for EB3 India.
You were born in India?
Yes, sir.
And your wife was also born in India?
Luckily.
Well, you got 10, 15 years to wait, I guess. So
And
nothing
my
is
wife,
gonna happen.
she's doing masters.
Sorry?
My wife, she's doing masters, and I don't see any.
No, two problems. One, she can't take your priority date even if she does a green card under EB2. Okay. Second, her master's degree can't be taken by you for your own benefit. So you are very firmly married, but you're separate for your immigration purposes for these two things. Okay.
She's doing respiratory therapy, and is she eligible for O1 if I send you the? Can you
No,
evaluate?
O1 is not tied to what profession you are in. O1 is tied to what are your qualifications. Are you one of the top 10, 15% people in the country in your profession?
Okay. If I send you the resume or CV of her, is there any evaluation from you guys?
Well, we do evaluations, but at least there should be some reason for it, right? So if there is no case at all, why do you want to send me the resume?
Actually, we was trying to plan to do O1 and EB1. She has some research doing right now, and
So in this case, large language models are your best friend. Upload your resume. I'm going to put a sample prompt that I have given to many people. Give me 1 second. I'm putting the prompt in chat. It's just an example of my prompts are about 30 pages long usually, but this is a simple prompt that asks the large language model to advise you how to prepare your case for O1 EB1A and use all the large language models that you have access to. Just don't stick with one.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much.
All the best. You're welcome. Naveen ji, go ahead. Bye, Salim ji. Naveen, go ahead.
Hi Rajiv ji. This question is from my brother. He's currently on a H1B, which is renewal due November 2026, and H4 EAD, which is going to expire in March 2026, and a H4 passport going to expire in Jan 2026. So, what is the best way to in this situation? And I know there is a automatic extension of 540 days, but there are two conditions.
But Naveen, 1 second.
Yeah.
First of all, apply for extension of passports right away.
Okay.
Okay. And because you can apply, I think under Indian laws, you can do it 1 year ahead of time. Okay. So
Okay.
apply for extensions right away. The 540-day extension works like that. It says if you're on H4 and you have applied for an extension of your EAD, you
Right.
can get up to 540 days or the time remaining on your I-94, whichever is shorter.
Whichever is short. Yeah.
So if her I-94 is expiring 3 months from now, she doesn't get 540 days. She only gets 3 months.
3 months. Right.
Okay. So that's how it works.
Okay. And in that EAD auto extend web page, it says the temporary final rule applies only to the persons who properly file I-765 until September 30 itself, right, Rajivji? Or it applies to everyone?
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay, so apply the passport first, and then after the passport, then apply for the current
They can
EAD.
apply for H1, H4 extension even now. Your brother's H1 is expiring within 6 months, right?
No, it's going to expire in November 2026.
November 2026. So he can't apply for an extension before
Right.
6 months before, which is what, March? No,
Right.
April, May.
May.
Yeah. So he can't apply before May, but for his wife, he can apply for an extension up till November at least.
Right. So yeah, apply the passport and then apply for
No, don't wait
H1B.
for the passport. Apply for an extension now.
Okay.
All right.
Right. Yeah, I think that's only I have, Rajivji. Thank you so much.
All the best, Naveenji. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anilji, go ahead.
Rajivji, namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for doing these things. This is a great
My
service.
pleasure.
My quick questions is, I was in grace period. There was a little gray area. Thanks to you for clarifying last many sessions that to be conservative, let's take that last working day as that. And so I filed for B2 because before shutdown, my LCA was filed by the new employer. I got an offer, everything. I was in the impression that I should be good. There is no breach application required. But the shutdown getting extended, LCAs got stuck, so I had to file for B2. The another it's complicating case was like my daughter is in college. She was on H4 doing that one. She's not born here.
Okay.
We had an option to file for her F1, but we couldn't get the on short time that I-20, so I had to file B2. So I hope she should be fine, but whenever a shutdown opens, new employer is ready to file the petition, everything is ready. Another case is my wife had a HEAD. Now that we filed for B2, I'm not sure whether her EAD will have to redo again or not.
Okay, so definitely I think the EAD will have to be done again because she is allowed to work only during the 60-day grace period.
Okay.
After that, she can't work. Okay. If you had filed an H1B transfer within the 60 days, then she could continue working.
Yeah, that didn't happen somehow because of
So
various reasons.
she has to stop working.
Okay.
And you'll have to apply for H1, H4, H4 EAD again.
Okay.
And what you can do is you can request the government that you have indicated that you will make accommodations for people caught in the government shutdown.
Yeah.
This is an example of how we have suffered because of this. Can you please expedite her EAD?
Okay. But under a new petition, right? H4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
For daughter, whether until the B2 gets approval, we were advised by someone that she should be fine to continue the college as well. Is she like out of status immediately when we file it?
Well, she's tied to you, right? She's under 21?
Yes, she is trying to dependent on me.
Okay, so she's under 21. And she was on H4. So she's tied to the same 60-day grace period as you are. The moment those 60 days expire, she no longer has H4. In my opinion, she cannot go to school.
College, right?
School, college, I mean, they call it school here. So
yeah.
what she should do, or she should have done, maybe she can do it now, file change to F1 premium processing.
F1, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she's trying her best to get that I-20 as early as possible, but we'll file for F2 immediately after
File
that.
for F1 premium processing and explain to the government why there was a delay. And you know, as long as the government is convinced, they'll be able to convert her to F1. Can she then continue going to school? I think so, if the F1 is filed.
Okay, okay.
Right.
And my case is actually if the F does the F and you clarified it in last session very well, kind of things, that B2 has to be approved first in order to have change of status.
That is correct.
If the order reverses, then we may have to have consular and step out of country and that kind of things, right?
That is correct.
So in that case, what should be the best case scenario? The new employer files in premium or in the regular one? Because if they file in the premium,
no, file it premium, and you can still request that please adjudicate my B2, because this is unusual circumstances.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I have another daughter. She's in middle school. I hope she
I'm
should
gonna
be
have to
fine,
move on.
right?
I'm gonna have to move on. Yeah, your daughter in middle school, will she be fine? I'll have to look into it. I really don't. I can't tell you one way or the other. If I were to make a guess, I think so. But again, this is all because of the unusual circumstances of the government closed down.
Yeah.
I think SCI should not raise a stink on it, but who knows? All right.
No problem. Thank you so much,
All
Rajiv
right.
ji. Really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, guys, I have limited amount of time, so please respect that. And there's like 25 people still waiting. Kabali ji, go ahead, please.
Hi,
Kabali.
Rajiv. Thank you so much for taking the time. And I read your blog yesterday on how the shutdown affects H1B. Thank you for that too. I have a couple of questions based on that. One is, so my current employment ends on October 31st, and I'm on my H1B with a valid stamp. I'm in the US, and I read about employers having pre-certified LCA. Does it mean that my new employer should have a pre-certified LCA
Did you
for?
read my blog? I covered that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So my doubt is, when it says like a pre-certified LCA, does it mean the new employer should have the pre-certified LCA?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Got it.
So let me give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Tom was working on my H1B as a software developer level 2 in .NET Technologies in Santa Clara, California.
Got
And
it.
I had an LCA for him.
Mm-hmm.
Tom left.
Mm-hmm.
There's no law that says I have to withdraw the LCA, but the LCA still has a 1 year on it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that LCA for another employee? Yes, if they're going to work in Santa Clara as a .NET developer at level 2.
That makes total sense.
Okay. So
Perfect.
yeah. So yeah, if you play Rummy or Paplu, one of those things, it's like a joker. The
Got it.
LCA can be used for anyone. It doesn't have a name on it.
That makes great sense. Perfect. As a follow-up question, given that I need to change employers because my current last date is October 31st, what are my options? The third point under scenario 3 says, I can document the delay, and as this is like a time-sensitive employment change, what are the things that I need to document? And
Yeah, I also said a lot of this is just overkill. So what can you document? The fact that the government is closed is self-documented.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. We put that down just in case there is some documentation that needs to be done. In your case, nothing to document.
Okay, so all I can do is just like wait for the government to open up, and there's nothing I can do.
Yep. Wait and watch Australia, India cricket. What else is there? All right.
Great, I will do that. Thank you so much, Rajiv.
The best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Teju Kadam. Teju ji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv ji. So first of all, thank you for letting us ask
Okay,
you
now
these
you
questions.
guys have me really confused. Teju, I thought it's gonna be a guy.
No, it's a girl name. Teja would be a guy's name.
All right.
But so the thing is, I'm currently on STEM OPT, ending in November this year. My H1B was picked this year. I filed for premium processing, received an RFE for specialty occupation, and submitted the RFE response and got a denial last week.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, first
Yes.
of all, what is your major?
GIS, Geographic
Geological
Information
Information
Systems.
Systems. Okay.
Yes. And
Geographic
my,
Information Systems.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So there's a lot of programming involved there. So exactly, what was your job title? What was it? A GIS specialist? What was the job title?
It's a GIS developer.
Why should that case be denied?
Exactly. And I, just to give you context, I did my undergrad and master's in the US.
Okay. So there's something wonky about this.
Okay.
Look, you can't refile because if you refile, you lose your lottery. The
Right.
only option you have is file an appeal against it.
Okay.
Okay. And in the meantime, protect your status whichever way you can, whether it's CPT or back to F1.
So my husband is on H1B and I can go on, like his employer is ready to
H4.
file H4.
Absolutely.
So can I do the appeal and H4 at the same time, or can I even honestly apply for H4 already? Like,
No, do the H4 and the H1 appeal also.
okay.
All right.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
All the best. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we've done so many GIS cases, never had a problem. Because see, a lot of these people who like, for example, like these car services where you have to track where every car is, or these supply chain people, they'll use a lot of GIS in their software. So this is,
Right.
I've never heard of a GIS case getting denied.
Yeah, that's our thoughts too. So
That makes no sense. Don't worry about it. Just file an appeal.
okay, cool. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Parvati ji, go ahead. I know for sure this is a lady.
Yeah, hi Rajiv ji. Hope you're doing good.
I'm good, doing good. Thank you.
Yeah, my question is I'm currently on STEM OPT and I'm planning to travel to India. So while coming back, my plan is to convert to H4.
Okay.
So are there any complications involved in these situations?
No. As long as you have the marriage documentation, including your marriage certificate, etc., you're fine.
Yeah, I have a marriage certificate from US. So
You should be fine.
okay. And suppose if I change my mind and if I don't if I want to continue on STEM OPT, like I haven't resigned it from my company, so like can I work in India while still getting till I get the H4 appointment, or how?
Nobody really knows the real answer to that question. Talk to your DSO, preferably get something in writing, just email them.
Okay.
Because ICE never made that clear.
Okay.
So there's a split of opinions on that. All right.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Aishwarya ji, go ahead. Again, I know. Well, Aishwarya is kind of, again, confusing, right? It can go either way.
Yeah, it can go either way.
Yep.
So hello Rajiv ji. My question is that I have a pending B2 application since 6 months. I filed during my 60-day grace period, and
Okay, one second. Is it past 6 months already?
It is past 6 months.
So you asked for 6 months only. It's past that time?
So I asked much before the 6-month time started. So I still have time until 10th of November. That's when the 6-month period gets over.
So basically, when you have a situation like that, you should daisy chain another application while the first one is still pending.
Okay. Yeah, that was my question. If I can file an extension on top of that, because
That's what we do.
Okay.
That's what we
And
almost
is it the same process how I filed my primary application online? Okay.
Same process. The only thing you will do is you'll make reference to the pending case saying, gentlemen, I already applied for this. Can I have my damn B1, B2 approved now, please?
Okay. And last one, is there a reasoning that should be solid enough that I need to provide? I'm actively interviewing. So
Yes, you just hit the nail right on head. Right on the head. So when you first applied for the B1, B2, did you make it clear that you're going to look for a job?
no, I was very positive I would find a job. So I said I would wrap up my business and I would leave after 6 months.
Okay. So that's one mistake, because whenever I file a B1, B2, I'm completely upfront about it. I got laid off. I'm looking for a job. In between, we started getting RFEs. Oh, you can't look for a job for B1, B2. That dried up very quickly.
Okay.
So this is what I always say. Now, the problem is because you've said, I'm going to leave, I think you put yourself into a little bit of a hole there.
Okay.
All right. Nevertheless, if I were in your situation, in Hindi they say, Jab tu jage tabhi savera.
Yeah.
It's morning whenever you wake up, right?
Right.
So I would say that, look, I was looking for a job. Okay. And my intention was to leave, but I've done a lot of interviews. I think there's a very high likelihood I'll get a job. I would just like an extension for another 6 months. Here is the evidence of how many jobs I've interviewed for, how many companies I've contacted, and how many interviews are coming up.
Okay.
Here is my bank statement for the last 3 months that shows I have enough money to support myself.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's what I would do. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
All the best, Aishwarya ji.
Thank you.
Vaidehi ji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you so much for doing this. So my question is also about the layoffs. So my grace period will be starting from December 2nd, 2025. I am currently on H1B with the visa stamp on my passport. I wanted to know what would be a good time to file for a B1, B2, given the situations of government shutdown.
So because of the NTAs, in the beginning, there were a lot of NTAs. I used to tell people file as early as possible. Okay.
Okay, so in the grace period, so when
Yeah.
my clock would be starting, okay, from December 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And sorry, go
let
ahead.
me take it back a moment. Before that, before the NTA nonsense, I used to tell people, if you're going to apply by mail, apply at least 10 days ahead of the 60 days. So by the 50th day.
Okay, got
If
it.
you are applying online, by the 55th, 5 day.
Got it.
So those are your choices. Apply early, wait till the tail end. That's your call. We're not getting NTAs, at least I am not aware of any more NTAs.
Okay, got it. And the follow-up question to that would be when we are filing for a B1, B2 from H1B, we should be showing all the finances to be so that we are able to support ourselves for 180 days. Is that a correct statement?
Well, yeah, exactly. I like to do that because I want to make two things clear. I'm not just sitting around watching IPL. I'm doing something. And number two, I have enough money. I don't have to work without authorization.
Okay. Okay, got it. Sure. Thank you so
All
much.
the best, G. You're welcome. Jay, go ahead, Jay. Stop.
Hello, Rajiv ji. So I'm currently on H1B. My extension was approved in August, but my extension is valid from June 30th of 2025 until December 2027. I don't have the visa stamped on my passport. I have the previous H1B stamped. Now
When does that expire, Jay?
Sorry?
When does that expire, the previous H1B visa?
It's expired on June 29, 2025, and my extension is valid from June 30th.
So visa is no good. All right, keep going.
So now I have to travel to Canada for a week. I'm planning to use automatic visa revalidation for re-entry to US. So my question is, do I have the $100,000 problem?
No.
$100,000 problem? And
Do
is
not.
is there any issues that could rise up at the border?
I could write a book on that.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like asking a doctor, could I get sick? Of course you could get sick. Anybody could get sick. So
Okay.
AVRs are pretty well known, especially in the Canada, USA, and Mexico, USA borders. I mean, it's not something unheard of. So I don't expect there to be anything extraordinarily difficult for you. But if I were you, I would just carry evidence that I've been paid. I've got my W-2s, I've got my pay stubs, and I've got a letter from the employer saying he's working for us. He will continue working for us.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll do that. Thank you so much.
All the best. Bilal Saab, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv ji. So currently I'm on L1A visa and was laid off last week, but I'll be on payroll till November 6th, after which my 60-day grace period will start. So I'm looking for best options to stay.
One quick word here, Bilal
Yeah.
Saab. I would assume that the day I stop working, the day after that is my first day of 60 days.
But I will be on payroll till 6th. I will be getting paid.
And the answer is, we don't know how Trump administration is going to interpret this. I think they'll interpret it the same way, like Biden administration did, that it's the pay period that governs, not the day you stop working. But let's just assume the worst.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so I'm looking for the best options to legally stay in US, like making an end goal of having an H1B filed or something. So what would be my best option to stay in US legally until I got my H1B or anything else?
Well, F1 is an option if you want to go back to school. That's an option. If your resume is extraordinary, O1A is an option, EB1A is an option. Which country were you born in, Bilal?
Pakistan.
Well, that's very good. If you have $100,000, $150,000 lying around, E2 is a great option.
Okay, and regarding the H1B, so is there any like final news, like will the H1B 100K thing will be applicable for the new petitions from outside US, or will it be applicable for the change of status as well?
So this is what is interesting. I posted yesterday on my LinkedIn stream that a lawyer reported to the gang that they got an F1 to H1 change of status after September 21st, filed it after September 21st, and it was approved without the 100,000. So we were guessing, is it because the person was already in the US? That's why they got it. We don't know. And the answer is, if you're inside the US, there might be no 100K at least. We don't know. Some people are getting these approvals. That's being reported.
So till when will it be a clear picture? I mean, will it be around like February, March,
Under
or
Trump
something?
administration, from now to never.
Okay.
Now, but
And
also remember one thing. The 100K could be slapped onto the case either when you go to USCIS or when you go to the consulate or when you are traveling and come back to CBP.
okay.
So before we start cheering for this and start celebrating this, we don't really know, still don't know what is going on.
Okay, got it. And just one last question. If I go for the F1 change of status, so after I have secured F1 visa based on a change of status, so if I travel back to Pakistan, if I want to come back, I have to get a valid visa stamped, right?
Right. You will.
Okay,
You will.
and that would be a separate process.
Yeah, that would be a separate process and a very painful one. You know how visa stamping in Pakistan is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think that was all from my side. Thank you.
Good luck, G. Good luck. Sid, go ahead. Sit up. Sid. Siddharth, I guess. Okay. No, Sid. Shrikant Ji, go ahead.
Raju sir, thank you for taking the call. Been a follower for past 10 years. Thank you for all the advice.
I can't remember. Have I been practicing for 10 years? I guess I must have.
Yes, sir. So my question is with regarding to applying H1, H4, and EAD, mainly for my spouse EAD continuity. Nowadays, we are hearing delays in the approvals for the EADs specifically.
Yes.
So what is the advice? Do I apply everything to premium processing? We all have the same end date.
Shrikant Ji, the problem is the Idakuni settlement, which said if you file premium processing H1, H4, H4 EAD in the same package, we'll premium everything. That settlement expired in January 25. So there's no guarantee that you are going to be able to get a premium of H4 and H4 EAD. In fact, that's really not happening anymore. So what should you do? You can't apply for EAD more than 180 days out of expiration, if I remember correctly. But there's no such limit on H4. So I would say apply for an H4 as quickly as you can, because then she could be covered by the 540-day grace period, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct. So we'll plan to apply everything together. Let's say it's getting delayed. H4 is getting delayed for whatever reason. Just a follow-up question. Do I do like go to Canada or Mexico or do the AVR since my H1 would be approved?
Yeah, people have done that.
Okay.
You won't be able to do AVR. Remember one thing. AVR says you can come back if you go to a contiguous territory like Canada or Mexico for less than 30 days. As long as you don't apply for a visa. Because if you apply for a visa and get denied, you can't use AVR.
So better to go to India, book a stamping.
Also, it's very difficult now to predict whether third countries will be giving us visas at all, because the State Department has changed its policy, and they may not be giving third country national visas in Canada and Mexico. So yeah, India
Okay.
seems to be a good way to go. All right.
India seems to be, but just last follow-up question. So they say since we have already applied, it will be like revoked, saying that since you have already got H4, gone to India. So do we have to file the EAD again?
I don't think so. And again, I've not been able to find this information. But I remember when the H4 EAD rules were first announced, somewhere in one of the meetings, government said, if you travel abroad while your H4 extension and EAD is pending, as long as you come back within the life of your H4 visa, which is already stamped, your H4 and H4 EAD will not be denied, but they can be delayed. Okay. So the answer is probably not, but who knows? Remember, abandonment occurs when you do a change of status. So if your wife was going from F1 to H4 and she left, H4 is gone because she's going to change of status. But if she's on H4 extension and she travels and comes back within the life with the visa of H4, that pending H4 and H4 EAD is perfectly fine.
Okay, Sergi. So just to clarify, I don't need to apply for a EAD again once her H4 is approved because the case is still pending.
That's what I believe, but it's not a bad idea to do a congressional inquiry on that question, because this administration has been changing rules as they go along. So who knows what they're doing anymore. Okay.
Thank you, Rajiv. Appreciate
All the best, Chief. USA. US, go ahead. Or is it us? Yes. Hello.
Hello, Rajiv sir.
Hello,
My
sir.
name is Uday Singh, so that's what it looks US. So actually, first of all, thank you so much for this great session and information. I'm basically calling from Canada, and question is regarding my son. So, so just to give a little bit information, I'm looking for the complete lawyer service in the future. He's in US right now. So just to give quick background and maybe your advice for the future plan, that's what I'm looking for. So because he is basically born in Cyprus, Europe.
Okay.
He is Canadian citizen. He has done Bachelor of Engineering in Computer System Engineering from Canada. He has done Master of Engineering in Artificial Intelligence from Duke University, USA.
Okay.
He is basically now doing the 3 research paper in the Duke, which will be hopefully publishing in a few months. So he's working with the Duke Health. So, and he's working as well with legit employer, US employer, that is financial services, small company for sure, but about 300 size of that company. And Atlanta, currently on CPT, his OPT got approved, which will be starting from December because his degree is finishing in December. So now my question is, what is his best option? Because I was little bit exploring about EB2, employee-based EB2, because employer is willing to do employer-based EB2
They
as
should
well.
They should do that. So,
and
Udayji, one second.
Yeah.
One
Yes,
second.
sir. Yes,
so,
sir.
The safest option is always PERM application, which is EB2 labor certification based. In the meantime, he can keep working on his resume. The good thing is, because he's born in Cyprus, he's not charged to India. He'll be charged to Cyprus. So you asked me what is the best option. Do the PERM application through the employer right away.
Okay, and if his research paper get, let's say, published, so do you think
We
NIW can be?
We can talk about EB1s. EB1s don't get granted just because you have one research publication.
So now employer is saying one more thing as well, that if you basically have some best lawyer, we can work with the lawyer as well. So
Right.
maybe then I will basically book a separate session with you and discuss that how can you basically help us supporting, because I'm following you from almost 6 months, just I listen to you, right?
Sure.
So maybe then if you basically can deal with the Atlanta base, how it works, I'm a little bit less familiar
Okay,
and
so
knowledgeable.
we have clients in every major city in this country.
Okay, I see. Okay.
So that's not an issue, but it has to be employer's comfort level. If they are comfortable with working with us, we'd be happy to assist because it is the employer's application in the ultimate analysis.
Yeah, exactly. So they're saying if you have some best lawyer, we can work. We have the lawyer as well, but I will be more comfortable because I'm listening to you from 6 months, right? There is that kind of comfort as well, right? And trust. You are providing that much
No
information,
problem.
your
No
time
problem.
investment for free. So I can imagine you are not the money-driven lawyer.
No, money was never an issue. Even when I
Yeah, yeah,
had nothing,
yeah.
now I have a couple of things still the same. I
Yeah,
don't
and
mind.
he is basically, he was when he was here, he is operating a small company, which is still one consultant working every month. Like he has some
Yeah, we'll
20,
have to talk
30K.
to them.
Yeah,
We'll have to
yeah.
talk to them because one of the key issues is the ability to pay wages. So, does the employer have enough in their tax returns, etc., and if they're comfortable talking to us?
No, they're good size actually. They have the about 1.5 kind of billion company sort of,
Oh,
even
so
though
that's
small.
not an
Yeah, no,
issue.
they have 300 plus people and quite a good setup that is called the LCF group operating from past 15 years.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
talk to
Okay,
them.
all right.
All right.
Okay, so then I will maybe connect with you separately and
Yeah,
then
you can email me, Udayji, at help@immigration.com. That's my personal email.
okay, all right. And maybe my wife may also reach you,
No
Salu
problem.
Singh. So we'll contact you. Thank you so much. And yeah, okay. Thank you so
My
much for
pleasure.
that.
All
Okay,
right.
all right.
Best
So
of luck, sir.
employer based is the best option for him at this
That's
time.
what I would do. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right then. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
Okay, take care and have a great day, sir.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Hi, Sid. Are you available, Sid? Shivamji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv sir. So you have kind of touched upon this already. I'm just going to still repeat this because it's a little bit nuanced for me, I suppose. But I'm on H1B. Due to recent restructuring, my job was impacted, and my last performing day of work was September 29th. That's the night I got the email. However, the email that I also received, and I'll just quote it, it says that it's also giving me like 90 days to find job internally. So it says if you're unable to secure another position by December 28th, your last date organization will be December 20th. In bracket, it says the termination date, which provides you with a minimum of 90 days notice from the date of this notice. And you would be continue to be eligible for company benefits, and you will be on the pay through till your termination date. And after that is when you will get your severance pay. So essentially, then my question is my grace period already started, which was on September 29th, then which means
No,
end of.
no, this is a little different. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I feel like we can take a little bit of a chance here
Okay.
because there are a couple of things happening. One, you are getting full salary.
Yes.
Two, they're saying, hey guys, feel free to look around and find a job within the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Third, they are saying we'll give you severance pay from this date forward. So I
Mm-hmm.
think this is a little bit different than other cases.
Yeah. So the consultation that they had provided, like a 30-minute with the attorney, that person said that, yeah, even with all of that, USCIS might consider it as a gray area, and they might consider it still that your last working day of productive work would be considered as your end date and not the other one. Because of which, obviously, that creates a
See,
confusion for me that it's either end of November or end of Feb.
I think you are safer than others.
Mm-hmm.
Are you 100% safe? No, because ultimately it ends up being an interpretation.
Yes.
Does government go with the interpretation of the Biden administration or do they come up with their own? What they've done is they've said the old interpretation is archived, but they've not given us a new interpretation.
Okay. Yeah,
So
because I've received one paycheck already in which it was 2 week paycheck, out of which one I was working, one I was not. But the paycheck itself is not different. It says 80 hours work and everything. So, and I'm assuming I've actually reached out to the HR to get the understanding of what would be the last relieving date on my letter.
So Shivamji, what I told you still holds, which
Okay.
is I think you are better off than others. Are you 100%? I don't think so.
Yeah, of course.
But if I were to take a chance, this is the case I would take a chance on.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All the best, G. Yeah, Sid, you were back. I saw that. Go ahead, Sid.
Thank you. So I just have a question about concurrent H1B filing. So on concurrent H1B filing, how should the petition be filed if the number of hours is flexible from the secondary employer?
So Sid, what you should do is you should figure out what is the least number of hours you are going to work for sure. So let's say you are going to work 8 hours at least per week, no matter what.
Okay.
But you could go up to 30. So you could say 8 to 30.
In the petition?
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Oh, okay.
But then they have to pay you for at least 8 even if you don't work 8.
Okay, and that minimum 8 can be 4, can be 5, 3, anything?
I'm not aware of any lower limit.
Okay. And whatever is the minimum, they have to pay at least that minimum.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All the best.
you.
Shivaji, go ahead. Didn't I just talk to you, Shiva? Shiva?
Hi, hello. No, yeah. Can you hear me?
You're a different Shiva.
Yes, I think so. It's
All right,
Shivam
Shiva.
and this is Shiva.
Shiva.
Thanks for the session. I think I have a unique case. I'm asking for advice from my wife. I think one of my friend asked last week as well. It's regarding a 3 visa situation. My wife had a H1B approved, but when she went for stamping last year in February, she got 221G. And I think and
Shiva,
that is
one
still.
second. One second. She went for H1B stamping?
Yeah, she got yes. She applied for H1B. She got I-797 approved.
Okay,
And
then
then
she
she
got a
went for.
221G. Okay, take it from there then.
That's one. And then that 221G is still pending. We submitted some documents in last year in October, but that is still the case is still showing that it's still pending.
Sure.
And the second aspect is I am currently in US on L1A.
Okay.
And we tried applying for L2, but when she went for visa interview for L2, she got 221G, citing that H1B 221G is in pending, and this L2 decision would
So hold
only
on.
come.
Let me back you up a little bit.
Yep.
She
Hello?
got a change of status to H1B, right, within the US?
No, she never set foot in US because her H1B
So she
has
is
always been.
Okay, so the problem is if she withdraws her H1B, she says to the consulate, I don't want my H1B, just give me my L2. Okay. They probably will, unless they have some doubt about her committing some fraud, which is very unlikely. Okay.
Okay, and there is one other case. My current visa status, I am moving from L1A to green card. I have my I-140 approved and it's current, and I filed my I-485. I did the concurrent process of I-485 and I-140 in February. I finished all the biometrics and medicals and everything, and visa is like the interview is waived as well. So I'm in a stage where my L1 might convert to green card at any time now.
Yeah, then she can't travel. Once you get your green card, she'll have to wait in India for several months until you can do her following to join. She'll get her green card, but it might be several months from now. Okay. So
Okay,
you have
and
a choice. You have a choice to make. Go to the consulate, withdraw the H1B, tell them to give her L2. If she's able to make it before your green card is approved, you can file her for 85.
okay, and what if she comes to US?
As long as the
Sorry?
dates are current. That's what I would do.
And generally, do you know how long does it take, and is a shutdown affecting the GC approvals and everything?
Now, the GC approvals are going on just like normal.
Okay, I think my I-140 got approved like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, they are all working just normally. USCIS is not slowed down.
Okay, and generally, how long does it take for GC approval?
I can't answer that question, sir. Okay.
Okay, and one question. So to withdraw H1B and then ask the consulate to activate L2, in general, how long does it take?
I don't
Do
know
you
the
have?
answer to that question either.
Okay, fine.
All right.
And
All the
probably
best.
one last question, sorry. Like in general, is there any way to expedite the H1B old
No.
221G?
No.
Or there's no way. Because it's been a year and all, we can't do anything.
You can try contacting a congressman's office. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. All right.
Okay, so the best way you say is withdraw H1B and then
That
hope
is what
that
I
my
would
green
do.
card gets delayed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All the best. QZDGR8. Wow. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Rajiv. My name is Pradeep, and then my company ID shows that thing. Thanks for hosting this call. Really helpful for everyone. My situation is I'm currently in 485 EAD since beginning of 2024, and I tried traveling to India a couple of times and no issues, came back. My H1 was expired last year, 2024 September, and I applied for extension before the expiry in regular processing because of the EAD. So it's almost a year and no response from them. Just last month, they issued an H1B RFE regarding the specialty occupation, and we are in the process of responding to it. So my question here is, if the H1 gets, extension gets denied for any reason, can the employer reapply for another H1 based on the approved I-140 from the same employer?
You are not a quota case. You had an H1B for quite some time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, an extension can be applied. Worst case scenario, you may have to be outside USA and come back with the H1B. No problem.
Okay, and one of the follow-ups are the worst case, if there's an issue with the pending 485 approval, and there's no H1 as a backup, what are the options there?
So your question is, if I lose my status, what are the options? Go to India and wait for your green card from India.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Really
All
appreciate
the
it.
best.
Thank you.
Dave Mehta. Devji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you for this call. So I'm currently on H1B and I'll be getting married in November in India. And my partner is an Indian citizen, and she already has a B2 visitor visa, but she has never visited the US previously. So my question is, can she visit me in the US for about 4 to 5 months on B2 and then apply for H4 from the US after coming on B2?
Don't do that. It's a singularly bad idea.
But can she visit me just for 4 months?
She visits you and goes back and then comes back on H4. That should be okay.
Okay, and once she gets her H4, will she need to be in the US to maintain that status or?
No. H4 gives her the option, but not the obligation to come to the US.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. iPhone PU2. iPhone
Hello.
PU2.
Hi, this is Priyanka.
Yeah, Priyanka, what is this iPhone PU2? What's going on?
PU is my like what my dad calls me. So
But why the 2? That's the PU part I understand. What is
I'm
this?
not sure why it's showing like that.
All right. Tell me, how can I help you, ma'am?
So I am a situation. So my H1 got picked this year, and my employer filed the petition, but it was like late, end of the last date. So after filing, like we got rejection, like all the files and checks were sent back, saying that one of the forms were wrong. So the lawyer sent it back, like replace the form, send them back. But it's been like 2 months now, but we haven't heard back from them. Like the lawyers has been calling them to get some information, like where is the file and all. They don't know where my file is. So I just wanted to know, like, what's the situation? What should I do, right?
Two things you should do. One, you should have your employer contact the local congressman.
Okay.
Tell them to please help us track down this case. Okay?
Okay.
And if that does not work, you'll hear from the congressman within a week or so. They're pretty quick about it. Okay? If that does not work, then going to court is the only option if the employer wants to.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so
All
much.
the best, Ji.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Puranthya Ji, go ahead, Puranthya.
Hi. Thank you for your time. So my situation is I got laid off early this year, and then just before my grace period ended, I filed for change of status to B2.
Okay.
And while I was in change of status to B2, I got another offer from a company, and then I enrolled myself in a day one CPD program, and so I filed for change of status from B2 to F1. Yesterday, I got the approval for the change of status for B2 to F1. But when I'm checking my status for the previous change of status that I filed from H1B to B2, that still says that the case is received, but there's no update basically on that.
That's fantastic. If you got it, I mean, I would at this point just withdraw the B2.
Yeah, my question was basically, do I need to withdraw the B2 or it's just fine?
I think you should withdraw it.
Okay, so I was.
Puranthya Ji, did your F1 come with a change of status or with the I-94 attached?
Yes.
I would withdraw the B2. And when does the I-94 begin and end?
So I think the start date is when the program starts, which is October 27th.
Yeah, you should withdraw the B2 right away. Do it today.
Okay, so how do I do it? On the Google,
Did you file online?
I used a lawyer, so they did it.
You tell them to withdraw it.
Okay.
They
So
can do
So
it.
he said that I should just he said that I should write a letter to the USCIS and mail a letter.
You can write a notarized letter. Write a letter and get it notarized and then send it to the USCIS. Do it today. How do you notarize it? Write a letter, go to any bank, walk in, say, I need a notary, and they'll be able to do it $5-10. They'll be able to, you sign in front of them, they'll notarize it. You FedEx it today itself.
Okay, so I just basically write a letter saying I want to.
I hereby withdraw my pending B2 application. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Attach
and
a
then
copy of the receipt.
Copy of the receipt and send it to. Okay, and I mean, this is just a silly question, but like, what if this application reaches like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and before that they
My
approve the
concern
B2?
is the F1 is approved, then B2 gets approved. Which one is the valid one?
Yeah, exactly. I
That's
don't
called
know. I
last
mean,
action rule. B2 will be valid, not F1.
yeah. But my question is like, for example, I do it today. My application reaches my letter reaches Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What if they approve it like in these next couple days? Then it's still the same thing. Is there like a faster way to reach out to them and be like, don't approve it now?
I think you can upload it, but I don't really know how that works.
Okay, I can quickly ask my lawyer. Another follow-up question. Thank you for that. Another follow-up.
But hold on. But do make sure you get the letter in the mail as well. FedEx.
Okay.
UPS,
Awesome.
whatever you like. All right.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. Another question was that now that I'm in day one CPD F1 status, this is not going to be my second master's. I enrolled myself in a PhD program just to make sure I don't do multiple master's degrees. If I want to go back to India to visit, how is that process going to work? Do I need to get it stamped?
It won't be easy to get a visa stamping.
Okay. So like you recommend I don't exit the country at all?
I recommend you plant yourself in the United States until you have an H1B.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen any day one CPD approvals?
Not one.
Oh my God. Okay.
But then I haven't seen everyone. Okay. I only get calls from people who are in trouble, not from people who are not in trouble.
That's true. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that.
All the best. Paul, go ahead, Paul.
Hi, good afternoon, Rajiv. I just have a quick question. The first one is that have you heard any cases of H1B's approval notice from candidates that are not premium processed?
So I have never, at least in the last several years, not filed a regular H1B. Okay. Most of our H1Bs are filed premium processing. Maybe there was one last year that we filed non-premium. So this year, have I heard? I wouldn't hear because all our cases are premium.
Okay. Thank you. The second question is that I had a plan to apply for the EB2 NIW, but my employer is also willing to apply for the EB2, the PERM process?
Absolutely. Do that, Paul, because NIW looks very nice and all, but it's always if you never know if you're going to win or not. PERM-based, labor certification-based applications are much more secure.
Okay. And on the cost of it, I feel it's better if they are willing to do that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, sir.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. All the best, Paul. Kishanji, go ahead.
Hi, thank you so much for your time, Rajiv. So my question is, I'm on I have applied for the STEM OPT and I'm in the pending with USCIS. My status is pending. So I have changed the employer. So and I have asked my DSO about it. They have updated the service records, but do I have to notify the USCIS? My company's lawyer says that you.
So you have to update the 983. Don't you file the 983 with the STEM OPT extension? I don't remember. I think you do, right?
Yes, I gave an I983 to my DSO.
So the
He
I983
updated.
has to, the USCIS must receive the new I983.
Oh, it is uploaded in the service records. I don't know about it.
Then you should be okay.
So
double check with the DSO if you need to upload it to the USCIS website also. I don't remember exactly how we do it, but I know that it has to be updated.
Yeah, the thing is, she is not being clear about it. She basically says consult the USCIS directly or try the attorney. My company's lawyer says don't do anything, but I thought I should ask because in my university's website, this is I have to upload the updated I-20 and the updated I-765.
That's what I think we do. Yes, I think we upload everything. So if you are in doubt, just go ahead and FedEx it to USCIS anyway.
Okay, so that makes much more sense.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Do two things. If you can upload it, also upload it.
Okay, I can upload it as unsolicited evidence in my
Unsolicited
USCIS portal.
That's now I remember. That's what we used to do. That's what the team does because I don't get involved with all these details. But I know that's exactly right. We upload it as unsolicited evidence.
Okay. Just one more question. So, what does it mean by the updated I-765? Is it the paper form which I fill and scan it
No,
and
I don't
upload it?
think you need to. I don't remember if we do anything with the I-765. I just remember that on I-765, do you have to put the name of the employer?
Yes, there's an online application.
I think you just put the 983. You don't put the name of the employer, right?
In my I-765, which I filed online, yes, I did put the name of the employer and the verify number.
Then why take a chance, Kishanji? I'm very pragmatic in my approach to the practice of law. Might as well upload the updated form as well.
Okay, that's what I will do.
So 983, I-20, updated 765 and a cover letter saying what you are doing.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I will do it. And I just wanted to apply for the premium processing after the this details which I will update.
Yeah. That
Just
makes sense.
last question. Do I need your services for this? If so, I can.
No, I don't think so. I think as long as you get, I'm going to do the same thing and charge you a few $100s for it, or you can do it yourself.
Yeah, it's because of the current situation. I'm in anxiety. So I thought
I think if you did it the first time around, right? It's basically duplicating the same thing.
Yes. No,
it's the same package. The only thing you are not doing is submitting the fees again.
Yes, that's the thing. So, anyways, I will do it. Thank you so much because I was confused because of my company's lawyer. Thank you so much, sir, for your help.
You're welcome. Let me know how it goes, okay?
All right, not an issue. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Rohanji, go ahead. Rohan?
Hello, sir.
Shakal dikh gaya yaar.
Thanks for
I see your face, Rohanji. What the heck? One of the few faces.
Thanks for taking the time doing this. Yeah. So my question is, at the risk of sounding repetitive, I'm in H1B grace period, and I have found an employer who has verbally offered me a role for, picking up my visa, but they haven't. I don't have a formal offer yet, and I expect them to take several weeks before they file a petition for me.
When does your
They're
60-day
currently going through background.
When does your 60-day grace period end, Ramji?
At the end of November, beginning of December, December 2nd to be precise.
2nd of what?
December 2nd.
You have
December.
time. Dekho, if you're not able to file
Yeah.
in time, just file a B2. But yeah, keep going. What is your question?
Yep. So my question was that if they do file and my start date is, say, in January, hypothetically, am I fine between that December through January timeframe?
I don't know the answer to that question. Okay. Because government can
Okay.
take the position there's a gap between in your status, we can't approve it. However, if we go by their normal
Okay.
process, they seem to be approving these cases despite the gap. So I wouldn't take a chance. I would still say
I see.
my start date is the day after my 60-day grace period ends.
Okay. And should I file a B2 just to be safe, or?
So B2 can cause more complications than solutions.
Okay. So, if I understand correctly, am I okay between that December and January timeframe, or should I push the employer to move my start date up?
Push the employer to move your start date up.
And if they're not able to,
File a B2, then that's the better choice. Or if you don't mind traveling to India
better
to
choice.
go.
And
Sorry.
okay, and am I at risk of not being able to re-enter, like just because of the current circumstances and scrutiny?
I don't think that's a risk.
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. I do have a F1 also. Is it a better, like I have an admission from university. Is that a better route in case?
Look,
It's not. Okay.
If you seriously want to study, Rohan, if you really want to study, F1 is a better option.
Yep.
Instead of a B2. And then when you get your H1B, you can drop your coursework to part-time because you can study on H1B part-time or full-time along with your H1B.
That makes sense. Okay. And so quickly, my last employer did start my EB2 NIW, but right before they were able to file the application, I was let go, or my role was eliminated. So is it a good idea to at some point start a self-petition for NIW?
I don't know your case, but if you have a case, definitely, why not?
Okay. Okay. I'll reach back out to you. Thank you.
All the best, sir.
Thank you.
Ramji, go ahead. Ram.
Hello, sir. Hello, Rajiv, sir. Thank you for this. If someone might have already asked something similar, like I just want to check my situation. So my H1B got picked and approved through my current employer this year, but I was part of layoff effective September 1st this year. So they gave me 2 months severance, and my official employment end date is November 1st.
Okay.
So what are the things that I should be concerned of? Do I switch
So,
to
Ramji, 1 second. Let me make sure I understand.
Yeah.
You got selected for H1B this year.
Yes.
They laid you off before October, but they paid you till November.
Yes.
I think you are okay. You have 60-day grace period from November, right?
Yeah. So how many paychecks do I need officially to? So basically now I'm getting like a lot of interviews. So I'm confused, like how many paychecks do I need if I want to start today? Like let's say if someone asks to transfer tomorrow or day after tomorrow, like do I have
Whatever you have is okay, Ramji. Your situation is unique.
Okay.
Whatever you have is okay. There is no magic number of pay stubs.
Okay. Oh, and like what if the worst case, like if the current offer, I mean, it's just a verbal offer, they didn't confirm yet. And if I, during the grace period, what is the ideal time to wait? Like if should I wait initial 30 days and then apply for a B1, B2 visa?
Yeah, I already covered that, but I'll tell you again.
Sorry.
Before Trump's policy of archiving Biden's policies, I used to tell people you can apply last 10, 15 days, you can apply, 5, 10 days before them, depending upon whether you are doing online or by mail.
Yeah.
By mail, you can apply 50th day, 50 or so. By Online, you can do
Yeah,
55th,
55.
5 day. Then we started getting NTAs, and I started telling people, file it as early as you can. Now I'm back to, well, you could do 50th, 55th day, or you could do about 40th. How about we make a compromise, maybe 35th, 40 days, something like that.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that answers all my question. Just one more. Like if I try to do a premium transfer, let's say an employee has an in-house project and he is ready to take me. So will that be cause any issues or
Okay, so in-house projects are number one red flag,
yeah.
especially if the company is a staffing company.
Yeah, potentially that.
Don't do it. Don't do
Okay,
it.
so ideal
Unless
thing
they
is wait
generally
for
have a
30
project.
days and get a nice company and like, is that okay?
Yeah, don't do it unless they really have a project. Most of them don't.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it,
All
sir.
the best.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Premji, go ahead. Prem Patel.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you for taking my question. So right now, I think we've spoken before. My situation was that I was laid off and within the 60 days, and I wanted to file a change of status. And I'm currently working with your firm to file it. My last date is on Tuesday. The 60 days ends. And so I just had some questions regarding the change of status and so I spoke to some recruiters right now as well, and they are saying that USCIS is making an exception because of the shutdown that they can consider that as an exceptional circumstance for like an H1B transfer.
Okay, they can't file without an LCA.
Yeah, so they're saying they'll file once the government opens up again. So my question is, should they do that once the government opens and they file for me and my change of status is still pending? Till what point can I withdraw my F1 change of status?
You should withdraw as soon as the H1B is approved.
Okay, so I should wait at least until the H1B is approved and then only
Probably.
consider.
Probably.
Okay. And also, I'm filing for a change of status for a master's degree, and I have a prior master's degree in computer science, and this one is in artificial intelligence, which is like a different field. Would that cause any issues in terms of like working on CPT or something, or?
Well, under the new regulations, you can't do 2 masters, right? But those regulations are still not promulgated. Okay. So would that cause an issue? I don't know the answer to that question. Could that cause an issue? Sure. Government could say, why are you doing all these master's degrees? And your response would be, well, this is a very specific master's degree.
So they can deny CPT, but can they deny another company filing for an H1B petition for them?
No.
Because I already have an H1B. So
They
that is
do not have grounds to do that. Unless you actively lie to the government, I don't see how they can come after your H1B for that. All right.
Okay. So between B2, I've heard like the issue with B2 is that you cannot premium process it and that USCIS is not approving H1 transfers if your B2 is pending. Is that still the case?
Still the case, yes.
Okay, so then F1 is still the best approach for me right now.
If you want to premium, yes.
All right. Thank you so much. That's
You're welcome. All the best. Oh, one thing, Premji. Prem. Let's say that you file F1 premium processing and you get your F1. When tomorrow you get your H1B, remember you can still keep going to school. On H1B, you can keep going to school. You can drop it down to part-time, full-time, whatever you want.
Right. So I can work with my DSO to make those changes.
Very easy to do that. All right.
That's good. Thank you so much.
All the best, Jim. Kapilji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv. Thanks for giving me opportunity to ask the question. So, Rajiv, I connected with you over LinkedIn as well. So, I'll just brief you quickly my situation. So, I got H1B, on 2022, and it was stamped from India. But due to health issues, actually, I had a small accident and I had a knee fracture. So, due to that, I keep on delaying because my, situation was that perfect. So that's the reason I couldn't, travel to US within these 3 years. So my first 3 years of that visa was expired on 30th September 2025. Last month only. So what all options are left with me? I'm still in touch with my employer. He's happy to help me. in any ways, but I'm still clueless, what option I should check, whether it is a renewal, transfer.
Let me make it very clear to you.
Sure.
There's no guarantee that H1 has survived.
Okay.
Okay. There is no guarantee your H1 has survived. But if the employer has not revoked it, you got the H1 visa stamp, right?
Yes. In India on pass.
You can try transferring it to another employer or filing an extension through the same employer. It may work.
Yeah.
All right.
But it works in the past, like, extension with the same employer, because here the employee is completely with me. He is okay to travel. But, in fact,
Look, if there is a genuine job, by all means. But if it's just, they're just trying to accommodate you, don't do it.
Okay.
All right.
And the medical situation and the documents, the medical documents and everything can help. And in that situation,
I don't know the answer to that question. All I can tell you is worth a shot, give it a shot. May work, may not work. Good thing you have going for you is, hold on. Good thing you have going for you is that the H1B was never withdrawn. Bad thing is you never entered the United States. Okay.
Right.
We don't know which way it's gonna go, but at least it's worth a shot. It might work out. All right. I gotta go.
So from India with consular support, that's what you're suggesting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And sir, I have a B1 visa as well.
Kapilji, I have to go into got 3 more people waiting and I'm already over time. I'll give you 30 more seconds. Just ask me the last question, no more.
Yeah, sure. So in case I required your help in terms of processing it, can you help in this situation?
Absolutely, why not? Reach out to us. All right.
How should I reach out, sir?
My email is help@immigration.com.
Okay. I'll drop my case there. Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Buket Yilmaz, go ahead, please.
Hey, good afternoon. I think my case is kind of complex, or at least to me, maybe not to you. Right now, I am a PhD student in the United States, and because of funding issues, I have to drop out and switch to another country. And my new PhD will start in January 2026. And I will drop out in December 2025 in my current university. So first thing, I have an NIW file ready to be submitted. The other thing, while I'm doing my PhD in this new country, I might want to come to US for conferences and whatnot. And for that, I think I need a visitor visa. So I just don't know how to time these things. Like, can I apply NIW before I leave US? And while I-140 is being processed, can I apply for tourist visa? And after NIW gets approved, can I enter US with tourist visa? Like, what do I do?
If you have an NIW pending or approved, you may not be allowed to enter on a B1, B2. However, as a practical matter, people are coming and going, especially people who left voluntarily. Okay. Because you didn't just stay here, you had to leave, you left. So is there a chance of getting a B1, B2 after I-140 has been filed or approved? Yes. Is it guaranteed? No. Would it be better if you did not file an NIW right now? Probably.
Okay. And
so if you want
because,
to, let me finish. If you want to secure your or make your chances of getting a B1, B2 better, don't apply for an NIW.
And when do I apply for an NIW then? After?
And you no longer need to use the B1, B2.
Oh, I see. But then I need to wait for several years to get my green card approved.
Those are the choices. Either you can have a safe B1, B2 or safer B1, B2, or you can have an NIW. You can't have both together.
I just thought while I'm waiting for my green card through NIW, I can finish my PhD in this other country. And in the meantime,
So I just answer your question, Buket.
Yeah.
I said you can't have both of them together. You can have a safe B1, B2, or you can have an NIW.
And what is the next least risky choice?
There isn't any.
Okay.
All right. So B1, B2 is B1, B2. There's nothing else that substitutes B1, B2.
Okay. And if my B1, B2 gets revoked? when I'm trying to enter US while having NIW I-140 pending or approved, does it prevent me from getting my not 485, but that second step of NIW?
No, not at all. The only
Okay.
time it can impact your green card is if you get caught in any kind of a lie or misrepresentation. If you tell the truth and they simply don't allow you to enter, that has no impact on your green card.
Okay, great. Then I can just risk travel.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you so much.
All the best. Dev Mehta, go ahead, Dev.
Hi. So Rajiv ji, I just spoke to you. I forgot to ask a follow-up question. So, like I mentioned, my wife would be visiting me on a B2 visa. I just wanted to ask what her response should be if the immigration officer asks for a purpose of visit.
Always the truth. I'm coming to see my husband.
Okay. Okay.
But I am not going to convert to an H4.
Okay. And would it be better if she has a return ticket to just prove the...
Without return ticket, they may not even let her enter.
I see. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All the best.
Thank you.
All right. S for Sam.
Hi, Rajiv ji. You hear me?
Yep, I do.
Okay. So I have a question around travel plans. I'm traveling to India early November. I'm on STEM OPT. I just wanted to know, do you know of someone in community who recently traveled on STEM OPT and did they face any kind of issues at the
Oh,
CBP?
absolutely. Plenty of people all the time. Let me see if I can put something in the chat here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, and also I went to your website and looked for your travel plan on the website, and it was really helpful. So I've already looked into it.
Yeah, but I have a little bit more information. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so I just posted something for you. Look at the bottom paragraph. I think you should carry evidence of having maintained status, etc. Okay.
And what would be those evidences?
It's written down for you, sir. Just read the
Oh,
damn
okay.
thing. All right.
Okay. And also, my other question is, like, I have a spouse. She's working in India. She's planning to move to US after marriage. And should I call them on a B1 and then convert it to F1 or?
No, never do that.
Okay.
Never do that.
Just calling them on F1 would be a better option.
That's what I believe. Yes, sir.
Okay. And last question would be like, I saw your post about H1B for cap exempt yesterday. So is that is that going through without $100,000 thing for the cap exempt organization, or was that the exception
No,
made?
that's what we have seen so far, but I don't know what tomorrow brings.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks for answering all my questions.
You're welcome. Hey guys, how come now you're starting a second trip? What's going on here? Kapil, go ahead.
Yes, so sorry for, I just have a follow-up question. So you heard my case, right? My H1B is expired.
I have no idea. I've heard so many cases. What are we talking about?
Yes, sir. So I have a H1B visa, which is, expired on 30th September 2025. And, you said extension will be possible with consular support from India. So just a follow-up question, I have a valid B1 visa, business visa, which is valid till 2030.
Do not enter the United States on a B1 and try to convert to an H1B.
Okay. So you suggest, consular support from India is the only option, right?
I do not recommend that, sir. It can be considered to be a fraudulent entry with a preconceived intention to convert to H1B. Bad idea. All right.
Okay.
All the best.
So,
Anil?
Yeah, I'll connect with you, sir. Thank you.
Anilji, go ahead.
Rajivji, namaste. Sorry again, you clarified my answers, but I wrote an email to your help@immigration.com explaining my case for my daughter's converting from H4 to F1. I would just like to have official consulting from you so that I can discuss. I would like to involve her in that case as well.
Yeah,
So-
she can join us. No problem. Just email me your questions.
Yes,
and
sir.
the time you required, we bill by 15 minutes time.
Okay.
So 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour that way. Okay.
Okay. I have wrote an email, sir. Appreciate your
That's good enough.
response on official.
We'll reach out to you. Somebody from my office will call. Our
Okay.
team will reach out to you and we'll get together.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome, sir. What happened, Buket? Why are you back?
Hey, sorry, sir. Another question came into my mind, and if I didn't understand, just let me know. So, in the tourist visa application, if they ask me whether or not I have an immigrant visa application, and if I sent I-140 but didn't receive the I-140 response, do I say yes or no?
Yeah, because the question is, have you or has anybody filed for a permanent residence for you? And the answer is yes, because you filed for it.
Oh, but I thought 485 or consular processing was considered immigrant visa.
You thought incorrectly.
Okay.
Read the I-140 application, petition for a permanent residence.
Okay. Okay,
All right.
then I cannot apply for tourist visa.
Well, you can.
Before.
That's the whole problem. It's not that you won't get it. It's just that you could have a problem.
Yeah, it makes more sense to apply tourist visa first and then NIW afterwards. And I cannot apply for tourist visa while being on student.
But Buket, if you have applied for NIW and you get taken into secondary inspection when you're entering on B1, B2, they'll know you filed an NIW. So when you enter the US, they can find out if you have an NIW pending. That's not a guaranteed route. So there is no way for you to have both of them together and not worry, because there's definitely a possibility they could deny, but not, somebody like you who was here, then left voluntarily without trying to exploit the system. I think there's a good possibility you'll be allowed a B1, B2, and you're coming for a reason. You're not coming to, become permanent here.
Yeah.
Don't know the answer whether you'll be able to make it or not, but there is no 100% safe, and you can't have that. So forget about that. You're going to have to take a risk one way or the other.
Okay, and I cannot apply for tourist visa while being on student visa, or?
You have to be outside USA for a visa stamp, if that's what you're asking. Visa
Okay,
stamp,
because currently I am in the US on F1. Then I cannot apply before.
you can apply for a change of status to B1, B2, but why would you do that? You're leaving.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
You have a fundamental misunderstanding.
I see.
For what you are thinking, if you want to be able to come to the US for conferences and all, you have to go to the consulate. There is no other way to do it.
I see. And I cannot start any of these processing before December because I'm leaving in December.
No, you could start, but that's also a very difficult question to answer. My advice would be don't start until you leave.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much.
And in fact, one more thing, Buket.
Yeah.
It will actually be helpful for you if you apply for a B1, B2 after 1 or 2 semesters. And when you have a real conference to attend, don't just apply for a B1, B2 until you have a conference to attend. Okay?
I see. Okay.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sits up. How come you are back again? What's going on here, guys?
Yeah, sorry, sir. Just a quick follow-up on the concurrent H1B question.
Right.
So how will the visa stamping work in that case? I haven't got my first-time visa
Well,
stamping
see,
done
it
yet.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Basically, in these cases, I advise people to just use the approval for the company for whom you are working longer hours.
Primary. Okay.
That's it. And
so when I go for my first-time visa stamping, I should get it done for the primary employer.
That's right. And if it comes up, you're doing concurrent, just be honest. Yes, I am. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Both the employers, so visa stamping will be only for one of the employers, and I can get it done for the primary one.
That is right. That's what I would do. All right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry.
All the best, folks. Good to see you all. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. My pleasure. All the best. I'll see you all next Thursday. Bye-bye.